Bo Echo escapes big trouble in the Sussex Stakes yesterday to go bang.
Christoph appeared on my outside, so I knew I was going to have a bit of a challenge in getting him out.
Big Group 1 at Goodwood yesterday. We got two of the best 3-year-olds in the race, Gstaad and Bo Echo. Gstaad's on the left, barrier 1, and you see that actually Bo Echo, who's unbeaten and has beaten Gstaad narrowly actually in St James Palace Stakes, he's looking straight for Gstaad. He's going straight over their yellow cap. He got, I think, Buick on Opera Ballo. He got ahead of him and went left straight out of the barrier, so he had to be checked a little bit. And he's going to Gstaad for a reason. They're the two best horses in the race.
Gstaad is rallying on the rail. It's Bo Echo narrowly. Gstaad trying to get to Bo Echo. Only a half length between them. Bo Echo looking for the line. Gstaad is finishing off very well.
1 mile race, bit of an uphill. The rail configuration, it's got like a sharper turn than some other races. And Bo Echo's isolated. Aidan O'Brien's got 3 horses in the race. That's why you see Billy Loughnane pulling over to Gstaad. But the other 2 horses, Dorset is the other Aidan O'Brien horse that's just a front runner, so the grey that's going to go to the front, and William Buick's trying to put Opera Ballo under a hold to stop it over racing. It raced too keenly. I think that's its downfall, but it's more of a front runner. The other Aidan O'Brien horse is Puerto Rico, ridden by Christophe Soumillon, and yeah, you see here Buick trying to stop Opera Ballo over racing, trying to get on the back of Dorset, who's going to set a good pace for us. So it was a good, even pace, good pace in the race. But when you look at the overhead here, you see the problem that Billy Loughnane's going to refer to in a second, because there are team tactics in horse racing. Even though he's got a good sit here, he's on the back of Gstaad. Soumillon on Puerto Rico's got him boxed in. So he's just going to sit on his left shoulder to try and keep him boxed.
Once I found Ryan's tail, I was happy in that, but then Christoph appeared on my outside, so I knew I was going to have a bit of a challenge in getting him out.
Whilst Dorset, the other Aidan O'Brien horse, sets the pace. And if you look in the top left, you can see they're going 60 k's an hour. So draft has to matter at 60 k's an hour. The formation that Bo Echo is in, it actually reminded me of Kipchoge in the sub-2 effort. He's actually got the perfect draft, but the problem is you got to get out at some point. And so this whole race is about Puerto Rico trying to keep Bo Echo boxed by getting in front of his left shoulder, and then there's also traffic on the inside, I think, from Never So Brave. So they go up the hill. Second furlong is quick, obviously, but then I think the third furlong's a little bit slower. They do a 12:10. So it's a good pace from Dorset, and Gstaad just wants a good paced race, and they need to keep Bo Echo boxed in. And Puerto Rico's now got its head in front of Bo Echo, so he's just trying to squeeze Bo Echo off Gstaad the whole time. Puerto Rico's trying to squeeze him off or force him inside. They don't want to give him the outside run. They're not able to do it just here. But 10 Bob Tony's also got a pretty good sit. He's out of trouble. He's got an open left shoulder, and he's not having to fight the whole time. So huge amount of pressure on Bo Echo here. Here's Puerto Rico successfully forces Bo Echo inside. The problem inside is the Seagulls 11, the blue cap with the white and blue jersey. That's going to come back. It's starting to come back to them. At this point, Dorset's pacemaking's done, about a K in, and Opera Ballo's moving up, still under a hold. So you watch Buick's hands. He's still not letting Opera Ballo go, but Gstaad's already looking to make its run here, and it has to make its run early because Puerto Rico is not going to be able to actually keep Bo Echo boxed for the last 300 meters. It's going to be maybe 400 meters to go where actually it starts to tire. So you see here, Dorset's done. Opera Ballo starts to move up, still under a hold, and then Buick kind of progressively, as he's trying to sneak away, is going. But Gstaad was already gone because they had Bo Echo in the perfect position. Bo Echo here is in all sorts of trouble. Seagulls 11's coming back into its lap, so it's about to maybe get checked off heels completely. And then 10 Bob Tony's running on its outside shoulder, and it's being kept boxed onto the line of Gstaad by Puerto Rico, which is in turn trying to keep Bo Echo boxed. So if 10 Bob Tony gets level with Bo Echo on his left shoulder, it's all over. He's not going to be able to get out. But Billy Loughnane, he stays calm, and you'll see it in a better on a different camera angle. Just watch his hands. He has to pull back and then accelerate here to hit this gap. You got to be able to come off the back of Seagulls 11, go around Gstaad, and then accelerate through this gap. If 10 Bob Tony gets level, as I said, all over. This angle shows it better. He was looking right, and he's like, oh, too much traffic. Seagulls 11's going to come back into him and moves in front of him, and he's like, okay, I have to go left. I have to find the exit left. He has to pull back. Now he bumps here 10 Bob Tony. You couldn't really see it in the other camera angle, but he's able to bump 10 Bob Tony because look at Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's keeping 10 Bob Tony purposefully on the line of Gstaad. and he able to be accelerate, get his head in front of 10 Bob Tony, just move him out, and that then moves out Sumion on Puerto Rico. He's able to get out, and now it's Curtains. Well, it looked like it was Curtains, but actually he still has a bit of trouble here as he's getting up to speed. Lake Forest tries to get out the same way that Bo Echo did. Bo Echo, he was already head in front, and he keeps him boxed, and then now, yeah, he has to chase down Gstaad. So great run from Opera Ballo, although it was a pretty good, I think, pace race for Opera Ballo, having Dorset go to the front, set the pace, and then Gstaad. Wow, look, I thought still at a furlong to go that he wasn't going to run him down. Then the last half furlong just nails him, even though they are decelerating. You'll always hear in horse racing talking about turn of foot, etc., but they're actually slowing down. But Gstaad slows down the most. Bo Echo doesn't. Wins his 6th race, remains undefeated. Only horse since Frankel to win the triple so far this year.